Hey up everyone, and greetings from our little shack here in Byron Bay, Australia. Not spotted any Hemsworths yet. I've been told if you want to find a Hemsworth in Australia, this is the best place to be. Sadly, it hasn't happened yet. Where's the Hemsworth, Glenn? You promised me a Hemsworth. Don't ask for much. But yeah, number of Hemsworths spotted the last 2 days, 0. This is the second day now where I've recorded a late reactions video to something awards related. Yesterday was the Golden Globe winners. Today is the SAG Nominees 2025, which is very exciting. We're only like a week until we get our Oscar. Actually, no, it's not a week anymore. I saw online that they've delayed the Oscar nominees by 2 days because of the fires that are going on in Los Angeles. And yeah, I just found out about the fires when I woke up today. I just want to say my heart goes out to everyone there that's struggling with that right now, because it sounds very chaotic to say the least. People are losing their homes, some people have died, people are losing pets and loved ones. Yeah, and this is supposed to be like a nice light fun video, and it almost feels a little insincere to be doing a video like this when something, you know, really serious is going on like that. So I just want to say, yeah, my heart goes out to all those people that are struggling with those fires right now in California. But yeah, in this video, I'm going to be reacting to all 6 of the SAG nominees and giving you a little talk on what I think it means for our Oscar nominees. Is there anything that I'm expecting from the SAGs? There's always like a couple random surprises here, like people who just show up randomly here but nowhere else, like Eddie Redmayne in The Goodness or Ben Affleck in The Tender Bar. You know, sometimes you just get a random nomination, and I'm wondering what that's going to be this year. I'm certain there's going to be at least one surprise here. I'm curious as to how well Emilia Perez is going to do here, because it has been leading the charge everywhere. So like the Golden Globe nominations, the BAFTA long list. So is it going to follow through at the SAGs? Probably, it seems. It seems to have the momentum and the industry support. All right then, shall we do this? Okay, so just scrolling down the website. All right, so first one is performance by a cast in a motion picture. So yeah, best ensemble. I'm expecting to see Anora, Wicked, The Brutalist, Conclave, probably Emilia Perez. I'm hoping Sing Sing as well, but obviously there's only 5 slots. But we'll see, let's find out now. So, best performance by a cast in a motion picture, we have a complete unknown. Anora, Conclave, Emilia Perez, and Wicked. Oh, Christ, jeez. There's no Sing Sing here, which is really, really sad. Oh, God, because Sing Sing didn't get the Golden Globe nomination for Best Film, and now it doesn't have the SAG Ensemble nomination. Like, this was the film that I was kind of hoping would go all the way and win. Why do they not want Sing Sing for SAG Ensemble? Like, it's an ensemble made up of reformed convicts. Like, it's you know, that's the fairy tale narrative right there. God, and yeah, that would have been so cool to see Sing nominated. Like, that would have been really heartwarming. And now we don't have it. I'm sorry, but a complete unknown didn't need this slot for SAG Ensemble. Like, it should have gone to Sing Sing. But yeah, everything else I'm pretty happy with. Emilia Perez just makes sense at this point because it's just, you know, really gaining steam. Glad for Anora, that's good. Conclave, Wicked. Oh yeah, there's no Brutalist here, which is a bit of a surprise. Not as much of a surprise as Sing Sing, but SAG Ensemble is directly tied to Best Picture quite often. And if you can win SAG Ensemble, you know, you have a good chance of winning Best Picture, like Everything Everywhere, Parasite, Oppenheimer last year. So yeah, what this 5 tells me for SAG Ensemble is that all of these 5 films are getting into Best Picture. But I honestly can't tell you who's gonna win. For the longest time, I've been in denial about Emilia Perez, but it's just had a fantastic showing at the Golden Globes, took home 4. It got the most of the BAFTA and Oscar long list mentions, so yeah, it's clearly loved, so it might be more of a threat than I thought. SAG, sometimes they do go in a direction we don't always see coming, so maybe it could be like Wicked, or maybe even Anora. But whatever film does win the SAG Ensemble will have a significant boost going into Oscars night, and will be a credible contender for Best Picture, I'd say. So yeah, I'm a little bit pissed off that Sing Sing's not here. That's the one I really want to see here the most. And it does make me a little worried. Is Common Domingo or Clarence Macklin going to miss now because they've not given it SAG Ensemble? About to find out. Yeah, because the next one is performance by a male actor in a leading role. In lead actor, we've got Adrian Brody for The Brutalist, Timothée Chalamet for A Complete Unknown, Daniel Craig for Queer, Common Domingo, thank God, for Sing Sing, and Ray Fiennes for Conclave. Okay, Okay, that's good. I'm happy with that, okay, because these are the 5 I feel quite confident are getting into Best Actor at the Oscars. Like, these are the 5 that I've had picked out for a while. As to who can win here, it might go to Adrian Brody. He might continue his sweep. We'll see. Daniel Craig was sort of a question mark here. I didn't know if Queer was necessarily going to be a film that, you know, SAG would get behind, but it's nice to see he's got the nomination, and yeah, this helps. It bodes well for his chances of getting in to the Oscars Best Actor, because he's probably going to get in at BAFTA, because, you know, home turf advantage way, and yeah, he's got the SAG nom, which is probably where he was most vulnerable to miss. But no, he got it. So yeah, he's got all that he needs, really, which is fantastic. But yeah, Common Domingo's here. Thank freaking God. I'm wondering if, like, if there's enough backlash to the Sing Sing snub for SAG Ensemble, if maybe Common Domingo could surprise a win here. That would be kind of cool. It's 2 nominations in a row for him with the SAGs, with Rustin and now Sing Sing. So who knows? Maybe he's, you know, actor's cup of tea this year. I don't know. But yeah, all that makes sense. Pretty happy with male actor in a leading role. No notes, really. So yeah, should we move on to the next one, which is Best Performance by a Female Actor in a Leading Role. Yeah, I'm expecting Maggie Madison, Carla Sofia Gascon, Demi Moore for The Substance after a win at the Golden Globes. Probably Cynthia Erivo for Wicked, and someone else. Maybe Nicole Kidman. Oh, we'll see. All right, okay. So performance by a female actor in a leading role. Oh, but surprise! First one, Pamela Anderson for The Last Showgirl. Nice! Like, I've still not seen this movie, but Pamela Anderson got a SAG nom. That's great. I'm so happy for her. Like, I genuinely thought she's just a Golden Globe nominee, but SAG gave her that nomination. That's great. Good for her. Pamela Anderson, SAG nominee. Kudos. That was a nice little fun surprise. That means someone else isn't getting in. That's probably going to be a bit of a gag, but let's find out. Pamela Anderson, Last Showgirl, Cynthia Erivo for Wicked, Carla Sofia Gascon for Amelia Perez, Maggie Madison for Honora, and Demi Moore for The Substance. Wow, so that means Pamela Anderson beat Angelina Jolie and Nicole Kidman, Fernanda Torres. Yeah, she beat all those sort of stronger contenders. Kate Winslet for Lee. Like, yeah, she's done better than most this award season. Like, she just seems to have, she has a narrative of her own, like, sort of that sympathetic comeback, you know, finally given a role with, like, some actual depth and gravitas. But yeah, Pamela Anderson, nice surprise. Like, that's cool. But yeah, God, Angelina Jolie really is just echoing, like, Kristen Stewart's journey to the Oscar last year. Sorry, not last year, a few years ago with Spencer, the previous Pablo Larraín film. And yeah, because Kristen Stewart got the Globe nom, and she missed at BAFTA, she missed at SAG, but then surprised at the Oscars. So I still think that she probably has an okay chance to get in at the Oscar. It just really feels like a movie the Academy would go for. But yeah, I think if you take out Pamela Anderson here and put in Angelina Jolie, that really could be our 5 for the Oscars. That's probably how I'm going to predict it. Because yeah, Maggie Madison feels like a lock. Demi Moore feels like a lock. Cynthia Erivo and Carla Sofia Gascon, yeah, they feel like sensible predictions because, you know, they're in, you know, presumed Best Picture nominees as well. Like, all of these ones are. Like, Demi Moore's the one I'm a little, like, nervous for because I so want to see The Substance get into Best Picture, and, like, there's still that little bit of doubt that's in my mind that it's still going to get last minute snub shocked, and it's like making me a little nervous. But yeah, that's the one that I'm, you know, clenching my butt cheeks and crossing all my fingers and toes and limbs to make sure it happens at the Oscars. So yeah, prepare for an epic freak out if that happens. But yeah, I'm quite happy with Best Actress. That's a nice mix. Who do I think might win in this? At the moment, I'm actually kind of leaning more towards Demi Moore, because after I did my Golden Globes reactions video yesterday, I watched Demi Moore's speech when she won the Golden Globe. And it was an incredible speech. Like, it's genuinely the type of speech that I think could really trigger an emotional response in voters at other awards bodies, because, like, she gave such a heartfelt, you know, really personal speech, and it felt so sincere, and I was like, okay, that's gonna speak to people. I know it sounds crazy to be saying she could win for The Substance, you know, but if there's a snowball effect from the Golden Globe, maybe she could do it. And I do think she has a shot at winning the SAG. Like, again, she just has that narrative of like kind of having been away from the limelight for a long time and now just comes back with a role that has just given her so much to work with and just really reinvigorated and revitalized her career. And, you know, she's being celebrated in her 60s, like, and the role itself just speaks to so many people in the industry, pretty much everyone in the industry, really. So, yeah, Demi Moore, I think, could be the winner, but yeah, Mikey Madison, I don't think she's done yet. I still think that she can win in a few places. And yeah, I do think she could win at the SAGs, but right now I'm leaning a little bit more towards Demi Moore. We'll see how it goes in a few weeks' time. But yeah, happy with Best Actress. All right, let's move on to performance by a male actor in a supporting role. I'm kind of expecting the usual suspects. So Kieran Culkin, Guy Pearce, Denzel Washington. I'm not so sure about Yuri Borisov for Anora or Clarence Macklin now, especially for Sing Sing, but I'm hoping they're here. But yeah, shall we find out? Okay, so best performance by a male actor in a supporting role. What? Okay. You know, I was just talking about that one random nomination that no one sees coming and doesn't show up anywhere else. Well, I just found it. Here we go. First one, Jonathan Bailey for Wicked. What? God, I love award season. Oh, that's just what? So, the SAG love Wicked as it shows because that's 3 nominations so far. Yeah, it's got into Ensemble. It's got Cynthia Erivo for actress, and now Jonathan Bailey, and it's probably very likely that Ariana Grande is going to show up in the next one as well. So it's doing very well. Oh my God, Jonathan Bailey. Good for him. Oh, I bet he's dancing through life now that he's got a SAG nom. That's great. Oh, good on you, Jonathan Bailey. That was a nice surprise. Like, just like Pamela Anderson as well. It's just lovely. Good for them. Like, definitely didn't see that coming. I definitely did not predict that, but hey, good on you. All right, so I got Jonathan Bailey for Wicked. Next up, we've got Yuri Borisov made it for Anora. That is fantastic. Oh, this is the one I was nervous he might miss. Because, yeah, it's SAG, and they usually go for the bigger names and stuff. So, yeah, Yuri Borisov wasn't a guarantee here. But, yeah, he's doing very well. He's placing everywhere that he needs to so far. So, that's great. Again, this is more assuring he's getting in at the Oscars as well. So, yeah, chuff for Yuri Borisov. That's 2 noms now for Anora. 3, sorry, because I got into Ensemble. Next up, we have Kieran Culkin for Real Pain. No surprise, and he still could win here. Edward Norton for A Complete Unknown. Yep, so I completely forgot about him before. He's become more and more of a lock with each passing day, I'd say. So, yeah, Edward Norton for A Complete Unknown. And last one, probably Denzel Oh, yeah, it's not going to be Clarence Macklin because we're going alphabetically. Clarence Macklin's not here, but it's probably going to be Denzel Washington. And it is... No, it's not! It's Jeremy Strong for The Apprentice. What? SAG didn't go for Washington. They love Washington there. And yeah, they just skipped Denzel Washington this year. But I guess Gladiator 2 is just not that strong anymore. But yeah, but Jeremy Strong for The Apprentice. The Apprentice is doing much better than I anticipated, really, this award season. Because it got shortlisted a lot in the BAFTA long list. And Jeremy Strong got into the Golden Globe. He's nominated at SAG as well. Oh yeah, that's 2 of the Succession brothers in the same category here. That's crazy. And like, yeah, I think people were saying that Jeremy Strong can't get in at SAG because, you know, it's America and the political climate's too divisive right now. Like, people just aren't going to touch The Apprentice. And granted, they didn't give Sebastian Stan the nomination for playing Donald Trump in The Apprentice, but they gave Jeremy Strong one for playing Roy Cohn. So yeah, it seems there's not complete abject hate for The Apprentice. There's still some respect for it. I remember seeing it back in Cannes. I was like, this feels like the type of performance like, you know, awards bodies would go for. But then the election happened and it kind of flushed their way down the toilet. But now, still lingering on. There's some skid marks of that movie hanging under the bowl. And like, it makes sense that it might actually show up at the Oscars now. So Jeremy Strong is probably on the outside looking in, I'd say, for a nomination at the Oscars now. So he's definitely going to be in my discussion points in my prediction videos coming up on the channel in a few weeks. So yeah, congrats to Jeremy Strong. Again, there's no Clarence Macklin here, which is disappointing. It means Coleman Domingo is once again the only representation for Sing Sing at the SAG Awards. It's the same at the Golden Globes. And yeah, it's really putting Sing Sing at a disadvantage now. And it puts Clarence Macklin's nom at the Oscars in real jeopardy because he's missed in some really vital places here. Did he make the BAFTA shortlists? Just gonna see if he made the BAFTA long lists for supporting actor because I can't remember. Okay, good. So he is in the BAFTA long list for supporting actor, so he can still get in there. And I think if he can get in at BAFTA, then there is hope he can show up at the Oscars. But yeah, at this point, I think he really needs that BAFTA nomination to carry over into the Oscar nominations. Fingers crossed that does happen for him. Yeah, Denzel Washington's not here, Clarence Macklin's not here, Stanley Tucci's not here, but I wasn't really expecting him to show up. Oh my god, I've just realized who else is missing. Guy Pearce for The Brutalist. Whoa! Oh my days, that is a shocker. That's quite a snub. Jonathan Bailey got in, but not Guy Pearce. That's brutal. Oh, this just feels like it's paving the way even more for Kieran Culkin to sweep this award season because Guy Pearce seemed like the challenger for the supporting actor trophies. But yeah, now Kieran Culkin doesn't even have a challenger in this category, really. I can't really see anyone else beating him in this bunch. But yeah, my god, Guy Pearce snubbed at SAG. I don't think this means he's getting snubbed at the Oscars or the BAFTAs. But yeah, there was a surprise. That is a shocking snub, I'd say. That's actually more of a shock, I'd say, than Clarence Macklin, because I was kind of mentally prepared for Clarence Macklin not being here after Sing Sing got snubbed in SAG Ensemble. But yeah, I was expecting Guy Pearce to show up here because Adrian Brody got the Best Actor nom. But yeah, The Brutalist didn't get Best SAG Ensemble, so it's not as strong here as it was at the Globes. It did well, got 1-3 at the Globes. But yeah, supporting actor definitely threw a few surprises in there. Jonathan Bailey being the big one, and Jeremy Strong, I'd say, was a bit of a surprise. But yeah, noticeable snubs of Clarence Macklin, Guy Pearce, and Denzel Washington not there. Just realizing now, it's not the most diverse category. It's 5 white boys. I'm just saying, Clarence Macklin was right there. But hey, it makes award season more exciting, doesn't it? It's not the same 5 people over and over again. All right, so next up is performance by a female actor in a supporting role. I'm expecting Zoe Saldana, Ariana Grande, maybe Isabella Rossellini. I could even think Selena Gomez might show up here because of the Amelia Perez love. Maybe Danielle Deadwyler, like she could be a nice little addition here because she's been locked out of award season everywhere else, really. So maybe she could show up here. Maybe she's got some support from the acting branch. But yeah, let's find out. So first up we have, whoa, another curveball. We've got Monica Barbaro for A Complete Unknown. Okay, didn't see that one coming either. Like Edward Norton and Timothée Chalamet, yes. And they got SAG Ensemble. That's 4 nominations for A Complete Unknown. God, does that mean A Complete Unknown has got the most noms here? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, so far. Yeah, it's A Complete Unknown with 4. Crazy. Oh my god. But congrats to her. That's nice to see her get a nomination somewhere. I thought she was great in A Complete Unknown. Definitely a surprise, but good for her. Next up is... What? Okay. Jamie Lee Curtis for The Last Showgirl. I have not seen this movie still, and I've heard, it's almost as silly as a performance in Everything Everywhere All at Once, which she won for. Yeah, actors just love Jamie Lee Curtis, don't they? Like, there's just so much respect for Jamie Lee Curtis. And yeah, she showed up here as well. Good for her, though. That means God. So that's 2 surprises already. Who are the other 3? It's got to be Saldana, Grande. Who else? I don't know. Oh God, I'm scared. But yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis, The Last Showgirl. 2 noms for The Last Showgirl. Pamela Anderson and Jamie Lee Curtis. Yeah, that's cool. I really need to watch this movie now. Third is Danielle Deadwyler for The Piano Lesson. So the curveball is here, and now I'm nervous. The last spots have to be Grande and Saldana, right? Right? Danielle Deadwyler for Piano Lesson. Ariana Grande for Wicked. Yes, makes sense. And Zoe Saldana for Amelia Perez. Wow. So the supporting categories really were the most surprising. Like, they really gave some love to some performances that haven't really showed up elsewhere. They have Monica Barbaro, Jamie Lee Curtis, Danielle Deadwyler. I don't think many people would have predicted all 3 of those, but good for them. And then, yeah, Ariana Grande and Zoe Saldana are the staples here, because it kind of feels like their race. But, yeah, that was a nice, surprising one. God, it's sometimes you just got to love the chaos of the SAGs and who they go for. But yeah, I really, really want to watch The Last Showgirl now to see that. But yeah, happy for Danielle Deadwyler for The Piano Lesson. Unless there's like a groundswell of support for her, I don't think she'll win. Like, this will probably go to either Zoe Saldana or Ariana Grande. Will Zoe Saldana continue her streak? Will Grande be a challenger? Who knows? We'll see how it goes. What a wacky category that is. But who does that mean missed? Oh yeah, there was no Selena Gomez or Adriana Paz for Amelia Perez. There's no... Oh my god, another snub for the Brutalist. No Felicity Jones. Whoa, okay. God, the SAGs didn't really like the Brutalist all that much, other than Adrian Brody. That's kind of wild, isn't it? Oh yeah, there was no nomination for Isabella Rossellini for Conclave. God, I feel like I'm missing someone else. Oh yeah, we had no Saoirse Ronan for Blitz, no Angelina Ellis-Taylor for Nickel Boys. Oh, and I'm just realizing now who else was missing from supporting actress. Margaret Qualley for The Substance. Like, you'd think she would have gone hand in hand with Demi Moore, but I'm so happy that Demi Moore got in. But yeah, strange that Margaret Qualley didn't make it in. But yeah, still kind of gagged and gooped about the variety of performances they picked for supporting actress, okay? It really does cement the idea that the race is between Saldana and Grande this year, because they're the only two that are placing everywhere, which is going to make predicting Best Supporting Actress at the Oscars quite fun, because you can just tick off Grande and Saldana, and then you can have a fun guessing game as who's going to take the other three. Because, yeah, there's every argument that if there's enough love from SAG, you know, the actors who are the largest voting branch in the Academy, then maybe one of these ladies could show up at, you know, the Oscars as well. But who's it going to be? I don't know. It would be kind of cool to see Daniel Deadweiler ricochet back into the awards season race, even though she's been absent everywhere else. But yeah, is it going to happen? I'm not so sure, but I don't know if I have the courage to predict it. Do let me know all your thoughts about these categories, by the way, in that comment section down below. Love to hear what you guys think. Are you happy about these noms? Are you sad? Are you surprised? Are you gagged and gooped like I am? Okay, last but not least, we have action performance by a stunt ensemble in a motion picture. What could we see here? I would say Dune, The Fall Guy. Usually do get like one superhero movie, but I can't really think of any that came out last year. They were all a bit forgettable, weren't they? But yeah, let's just find out anyways. So we have... Oh no, there is a superhero one. Deadpool and Wolverine. Just that tiny little movie that made over $1 billion, Luke. Yeah, completely forgot about that one. Deadpool and Wolverine. Not unhappy about it. I did have some fantastic action sequences in it. Dune Part 2, snaps. The Fall Guy, yay. Gladiator 2, of course. Like, at least I got one nomination at the SAG Awards. Gladiator 2. No love for Denzel Washington, but I got in. The Stunt Ensemble, which feels right. And Wicked? Okay. Well, actually, yeah, there are some stuff. Like, I remember seeing when they were shooting Cynthia Erivo flying around on the broomstick during Defying Gravity. That was, you know, stunts technically, and they were quite impressive. But wait, that means Wicked, I think, has the most nominations. SAG Ensemble, Stunt Ensemble, Cynthia Erivo, Ariana Grande, Jonathan Bailey. That's 5. Then it's a complete unknown with 4. Sorry. She's gassy today. But yeah, that's great. Just trying to think, is there anybody missing from Stunt Ensemble? Can't really think of any right now. But I'd say this is a good selection for Stunt Ensemble. I'm not unhappy about it. Who do I think is going to win? I would like to see the Fall Guy win this, really, because it's, you know, it's such a celebration of the stunt department, and I know it's not going to get any love at the Oscars, but it would be nice to see, you know, the actual stunt players get, you know, a win for the movie that's all about the stunt team. So I could see the Fall Guy winning it, because, yeah, it's a movie about the unsung heroes of the film industry, the stunt people. So, yeah, I could see the Fall Guy winning here. I could see actors really loving that. If not, maybe Doom Part 2, or... God. Can you imagine if Wicked won? It'd be like if Barbie won last year. But yeah, those were the SAG nominations 2025. What is there to talk about? Okay, films that underperformed were definitely The Brutalist. I got 1 nomination for Adrian Brody. Amelia Perez did okay. It didn't have as big of a turnout as it did at the Golden Globes, but yeah, it still got into SAG Ensemble, Zoe Saldana, and Carla Sofia Gascon, so that's 3. Conclave got 2 for SAG Ensemble and Ray Fiennes. Nora did as well as it could, I think, because it got SAG Ensemble, it got Mikey Madison, and Yuri Borisov wasn't a guarantee, so he got in, so I'm happy with that. Absolutely nothing for challenges, no acting on the SAG Ensemble. A Real Pain only got 1 for Kieran Culkin, but that makes sense. And Complete Unknown did very well, it got 4 nominations. I was only predicting it to maybe get 2, Timothée Chalamet and Edward Norton, but it got the SAG Ensemble, and Monica Barbaro showed up, which was a nice little surprise. The Last Showgirl got 2, good on it. Was definitely not expecting that. Nice to see the actors rallying behind that film, even though I've not seen it. As for what it means for the Oscars race, I am nervous about Sing Sing missing Best Picture now. Like, it's really vulnerable, I'd say. It kind of really needed that SAG Ensemble nomination. So unless it has a remarkable turnout at BAFTA, I'm nervous it's not going to get into 10 for Best Picture. Same with Clarence Macklin, I think he could miss. It almost feels weird saying that Best Actress is shaping up to be a race now between Mikey Madison and Demi Moore. Like, the 2 films that I love the most from Cannes, my top 2 favorite films of the year. The lead female characters are the contenders for Best Actress. Like, and genuinely did not see that coming. I just didn't think that these 2... I felt like Mikey Madison were going to be a frontrunner for Best Actress. Did not think Demi Moore was going to be this much of a player, and I'm so glad that she is. But yeah, that seems to be shaping up nicely. But again, who's going to get into those other 3 slots? It really is anybody's guess here. But yeah, Angelina Jolie's a little vulnerable. When it comes to predicting Best Picture, this whole SAG results has confused me even more because, while Emilia Perez had 3 nominations, which is an okay turnout, so it's still an okay position to maybe be a bit of a frontrunner for Best Picture. The Brutalist, which was massively considered a frontrunner for Best Picture because it got 3 wins at the Golden Globes, including Best Film, and it didn't even get to SAG Ensemble. Guy Pearce wasn't there, Felicity Jones wasn't there. So it's not as beloved by actors as we thought, which is kind of crazy because, again, actors do make up the largest branch at the Academy. It is kind of crazy. It's throwing things off a little bit. Everything's a little out of balance, and like this has definitely given like a Complete Unknown a boost because actors really went for that, gave it 4 nominations. Wicked got 5, the most again. That's given it a boost as well. Still in the running, I'd say, for Best Picture because yeah, it has showed up most places. And yeah, what's the film that's going to play well on a preferential ballot? It's actually really challenging to call this year, which makes for an exciting Best Picture race because usually it's down to like 1 or 2. But like there's an argument to be made for so many movies in a presumed Best Picture lineup. Like there is an argument for The Brutalist, Anora, Emilia Perez, Wicked, Conclave. Even a Complete Unknown at this point isn't that far-fetched, I'd say. So yeah, Best Picture is still up in the air. Like, which direction is it going to go? I genuinely have no idea. It's all over the place, Best Picture, but I like that. It's always a more interesting race when it's not easy to call. It's actually a very unusual year for Best Picture, I'd say, but I kind of like that, okay? It's great when the winner is not set in stone like really early, okay? I'm sure it will narrow down over the coming weeks as we see more winners at all the precursors, but yeah, it's curious to see how the chips are going to fall for Best Picture. But yeah, guys, I will be doing a full SAG predictions deep dive video on the channel at some point, giving my predictions for all 6 of the categories, yeah. If you don't want to miss that, click that little subscribe button, turn on the bell if you want to get notified. And also, do let me know in the comment section down below, what did you think of the SAG nominees this year? What were you most shocked by? What were you most delighted by? Who are you upset that missed? Whatever you have to say. Do let me know in that comment section down below. I love hearing from you guys. If you enjoyed the video, do help me out with that little thumbs up button. If you want more movie, TV, and Oscars related content, don't forget to go subscribe. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. For more things related to movies, TV, the Oscars, and popcorn culture, I'm Luke Hearfield, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Bye.